Woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watching, doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.
I've been talking in my sleep, I'm running deep, training till dusk. I've been playing hard to beat, I feel the heat, it's never enough. I was waiting till the sky falling, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the battlefield we hear the drumming, to the flames we're champions to rise. The arena destiny is calling, like the fire victory is falling. On the podium when we start humming, hear the echoes glory never dies. I've been chasing every dream to the extreme, the essence of trust. I've been reaching for the stars, raising bars in the name of the just. I was waiting till the sky falling, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the battlefield we hear the drumming, to the flames we're champions to rise. The arena destiny is calling, like the fire victory is falling. On the podium when we start humming, hear the echoes glory never dies.
Playoffs. 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 Hey, Josh, Pittsburgh Penguins making the playoffs?
They still have time.
I mean, technically, yeah, Josh, they still have time, just like they had time to get back into this game tonight, and they didn't. So you could technically say, yeah,
Correct.
they have time, but they won't. I don't think the Pittsburgh Penguins will win for the rest of the season. I don't know. I feel like we're going to lose out. It's kind of how it feels right now. No, I mean, just an overall bad game from, I mean, everyone could say, oh, but we played good first period, which is what Josh Getzoff was kind of saying the whole entire game. Like, we had a good first period. Penguins just can't really find their feet, you know, find their, whoa. You all right? You good?
I'm back.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
But the Penguins couldn't really find their ground, I guess. What's that? Their footing? Find their footing. I don't know.
Sure.
Something like that. That's what Josh Getzoff.
I mean, that makes sense. Does it apply to them because they're wearing
Well,
skates?
this is what
I
Josh.
don't know,
I'm paraphrasing what
but it
Josh
works.
Getzoff said, Josh. That's what I'm doing. So anyway,
Yeah.
he's saying that the Penguins could get back into this game, but they couldn't really get a hold of the game, and the time ran out. Pulling the goalie, Josh, after they already did a empty netter, not a big fan of that. Just accept the L with 2 minutes left to go in the game. Yeah. And then
not even.
It was less than that.
It was less than it was less than 2 minutes. It was just over a minute.
Here, I could definitely take a look. Just want to take a really quick look.
Yeah. Oh, the time. The time of the fifth goal.
18:48. So you have to just.
Yeah. So a minute 20, a minute 12.
Yeah. Minute 12. Kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb. Josh, any quick comments before? All right, welcome to the show.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
They're a collective.
All right, welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast, where at least on this side of the Penguins fan base, we actually show up and we try to do our jobs. My name is Louie.
Yikes.
This. Yep.
My name is Josh.
And first of all, two brothers go live after every single Penguins game on X, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can find us on all major social media platforms at Pens Collective. We have a Discord / The Penguins Collective. And this episode is brought to you by Rogue Energy, Josh. Do you have your Rogue Energy right there?
I do.
Yeah, wow, fantastic.
I do,
First of all, great energy. They also have hydration, which is what I'm drinking right now. But also, they have a thing called it's not sleep time, it's chill. Rogue Chill. Strawberry hibiscus. It works. Get some of that.
This is the only chill flavor they have.
Strawberry
correct?
hibiscus. It doesn't come in that packet. That's the sample that Josh is holding right there.
This is the
It
sample.
comes in a
Yep,
little
yep,
tub,
correct.
similar to what the Rocket Pop Josh was showing before. There it is. So it comes in these tubs. There's Rogue
Look at
Energy.
this.
Yeah,
Look at this
Josh.
endorsement.
Oh, really quick, Josh. Is that a Paw Patrol Band-Aid?
No, good guess.
Baby Shark.
Baby
Okay,
Shark.
love it. Love it. Really good.
Because there's no such thing as
That's
regular
true. You know
Band-Aids.
But I kind of
in our
like
house.
Band-Aids that show a little flavor, you know? Not like just the nude color
know.
Band-Aids. I think we need to move on from adults. Like, give me Pittsburgh Penguins Band-Aids, you know? Like, something like that.
Well, I know what I'm getting
Pittsburgh
you for
Penguins
your birthday.
Band-Aids. But anyway, Rogue Energy. They have, obviously, energy drinks like Josh was just showing, the Rocket Pop. They have hydration, a lot of flavors in the hydration. And they have one flavor of chill, and that you could drink that 30 minutes before you want to go to bed. It really does calm you down, and it gets you sleepy, which is really great. That's exactly what you want. And
I might finally have it tonight.
do it. But the Rogue Energy, really good. One thing I always say that people are surprised by, no crash. There's no crash. You could drink it. Sometimes, now drink responsibly. It's not an alcoholic beverage, but I put 2 scoops of Rogue Energy in. They tell you, they just
Daredevil.
say 1 scoop is enough, but I do 2 scoops.
1 scoop.
Sometimes, because if I need the energy. And guess what? No crash after. So if you're interested in some Rogue Energy, make sure you go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use code TPC10 for 10% off your purchase. They are currently having some deals right now, so make sure you go to, once again, rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective.
Do you know how much caffeine is in one scoop?
A lot. I don't know how much.
Well, 175. 175
Josh, do the math for
milligrams.
me. How much am I down in?
So 350.
Love it.
350.
There's some days, but there are some
Nice.
days where I'll like experiment, Josh. I'll do 1 full scoop and 1 maybe like half scoop, or maybe 1 like
Yeah.
quarter scoop. That's what I'll do. It depends on my mood. And then, but normally I just do 1 scoop. Hydration.
For me, it jacks me up no matter what I try to do with portions. Because on Thursday, like right before the Edmonton game, I was like, it's already late. I'm just gonna do half a scoop. I was up late.
Yep.
I was up late. I was still feeling it.
It works.
So-
Okay, Rogue Energy works.
It works.
If you're looking for energy, Rogue is your guy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, welcome to the show. Couple things that have happened today from yesterday. All right.
A lot
well,
happened today.
before
A lot happened today.
Evgeny Malkin placed on IR. Phil Tomasino is ready to go. He played tonight. And then wild news. How about Yin's drive better? Because Michael Bunting got in a car accident leaving the arena last night. He's okay. He is not hurt whatsoever.
Wait, I thought it was coming to the game.
No, I thought
today.
it was leaving the arena last night.
I saw something. It was like at 2:55. I think it was today.
Was it today?
Yeah, I think he was on. He was coming into the arena.
Hey guys, it was this afternoon. Thank you.
Was this
did the Pens
afternoon.
win? And no, it didn't.
No,
the Penguins did not win. Yeah, I thought it was last night or whatever. I must have misread it. It doesn't matter. He got in a car accident. How about you guys drive better? How about you drive better out there? I know what entrance they take, Josh, to get into the arena. It is a 2-lane. It's a one-way to come in. If you're coming off the Birmingham Bridge, if you know what I'm talking about, everybody. It's a 2-lane highway coming in on that road. Not Fifth Ave. It's I don't know what road it is. But it's a one-way, and there's 2 lanes. And some of y'all people don't know how to figure out that it's 2 lanes because there's no line markings on the road. And I get it, but figure it out. Okay, figure it out. Stop hitting the players. Okay. Poor guy. Poor
guy.
Michael Bunting. He's just trying to get to a game where he knows he's going to lose, and then he gets into a car accident, and he's like, "Come on, come on."
That's fair.
Here, another thing that happened in tonight's game, Josh. So those are the things that happened before the game. One thing that happened during the game that was the most entertaining. If you heard on the broadcast, Josh, there was a lot of booing in the second period, and it was kind of out of nowhere. And it was like the Penguins had the puck, got rid of it, they were booing. And you're like, what the heck's going on? Go on Twitter to find out that a man stole a puck from a child. Okay? And thanks to our Discord as well, Brian on our Discord, he was at the game. He filmed it. All right? He was filming this thing. A guy stole a puck from a little kid in the area, the section, started booing the crap out of him. Other people started seeing what was going on, started booing him. Okay, so this half of the arena was booing a man because he stole a puck, and eventually started getting in an argument with the mother of this little kid. Penguins go, not having this around here. Send the staff, eject the guy. Hey, you're out. You're out. So they're escorting him out.
Really?
Meanwhile, the guy's wife and daughter, they're starting crap in the fan stands as well. They got the boot too. So as soon as he's getting the boot, everyone is cheering. He's flipping them off, Josh. He's flipping them off. That's why, if you were watching the second period, there was cheers at random times. There was boos because this stooge stole a hockey puck from a little kid. You don't do that, Josh. You don't do that. There's etiquette at sports games.
Did the little kid ever get the puck?
I don't know.
Or does the guy
I don't know. If he went down swinging, I doubt it. But I will say, there's sports etiquette. If a grown adult gets a puck, you look for the nearest kid.
Well, yeah, but if there is,
no.
If you know that there's kids around you,
right.
you
go to
there's
the puck.
kids around you.
Now,
it's the second.
If it's different,
Yeah.
You know the kids are happy or whatever, and you get a puck and you want to give it to your wife or something. That's different. There's situations.
Yeah.
But if there's a little kid banging on the glass, wanting a puck or whatever, and then you get a puck, etiquette is, here you go, kid. Like, here you go. You do this.
And if he didn't give it to the kid, I mean, the Penguins should step up here. This would be a huge PR thing. If the Penguins step up here and give him a signed puck.
I'll do you one
and
better,
maybe
Josh.
a
Sidney
signed
Crosby is
stick
probably
or something.
All over that. He probably signed a stick. Here you go. Here's
Yeah.
a puck. And then Sid's going to be like, oh, I'll meet you after
Yeah.
the game. Because that's just Sidney Crosby. Yeah, I
That's
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
exactly what's going to
Yeah.
happen. Because I'm sure.
That's what should happen if he didn't get it. Now, like, the thing is, that's a tricky situation because if he did already get it, you kind of don't want to overdo it just because some guy was being a jerk. You get jerks almost every other game.
Yeah,
So
Michael Bunting could confirm this. Yeah,
we got to see how it plays out. Yeah.
Michael Bunting's like, where's my puck? You know what I'm saying? I got in a car accident today.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He was just hoping for a win. Didn't even get that.
Which means I'm sure he's okay, but he wasn't. Oh, yeah. So that means something happened where he's like maybe cuts or something. Like, I don't know.
Or just sore.
So that means it was more than just a fender bender. Like, I'm assuming it was more than just a fender bender.
Yeah. Well, I saw a tweet that said that, like, there was damage.
I wonder if there was footage. Not
like,
footage,
there was
but
significant
I just wanna see
damage.
the car.
No, if there is, you won't have it now. Not yet.
All right. Anyway, yeah, that's what happened on and off the arena, the ice, because technically the puck didn't
behind the
happen
scenes.
on the ice. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Josh, that's the stuff that was going on in Penguins world before we talk about the game. The game itself is just downright dog water. Okay, just downright suckiness.
And before we get into the details of the game, full transparency. Did you remember that we had a game today?
Yes, Josh. And I'll even say more full transparency. I was napping and I woke up like 5 minutes into the first. And I was like, oh, I forgot to set an alarm there. So that's on me. And I take full responsibility for that. If you go on our Twitter, you'll see that there was like, I woke up, Josh, and it was on the TV. So I woke up and I was like, that days can anything could happen in this moment because you're not alert. All I hear is, and the Penguins get a power play. And I'm like, I got to tweet that out. So I tweet it out and I don't say anything for the rest of the period. So you'll just see if it was the beginning of the game, you'll see nothing. Pens are on the power play and then nothing until that's it for the first period. Because I was just getting confused. I was getting situated, watching the game, all that. But full transparency. I was taking a nap. So.
Yeah, I forgot. I got the notification that like the pregame was starting, and I was just like, oh shoot. That is tonight. That is right now. I need to adjust. So, yeah.
Yeah. Other news that are not sports, the Philadelphia Eagles did absolutely dominate I wouldn't say absolutely, but dominated the Green Bay Packers 22-10. So they move on if you care about the football world.
I did just see that AJ Brown was reading a book on the sideline. I don't know if he was bored or frustrated with his lack of targets, as he typically does.
Yeah, maybe he'll want to be traded at the trade deadline, or the draft.
Hey, you know who could use him?
The Titans.
The Titans.
They would be idiots to trade.
They could use someone like AJ Brown.
Be idiots to trade someone like that away, right, George?
Yeah. Can you imagine if they had someone like him and Derrick Henry on the same team?
I will never forget the video you showed of
Unstoppable.
Mike Vrabel, who was the head coach of the Titans at the time, at draft night.
Oh,
going, we traded AJ Brown. He goes, what is the best?
Stands up.
Yeah.
Adjusts
and he's like, I'm going to go yell at the GM. I'm going to go yell at the GM. I'll be right back. Sorry. I'll never forget that clip. I think that is absolutely hilarious. So.
Yeah. Oh, Maximus. Are my words not matching my lips?
Wow. Great pickup.
Oh, I've always wanted to do this.
Great pickup, Josh. I honestly, this is how dumb I am. I read that and I was like, is he like dressed like a karate guy or what's going on?
Well, at first I was like, did I make any karate
Hi-ya.
noises, like a hi-ya or something?
But you didn't.
Yeah,
You're just
no,
that was a good pick.
I don't think so. I think it's the
Yeah.
the voice. So I mean, I could back
No,
out
you're
and come back in.
If
Yeah?
you're
Okay.
Maximus, let us know if he's still doing it like in a minute. Because the audio is coming in fine, so we're good there. Louie, nope is in. It's not doing it anymore, or nope that it's still bad. Brandon says a lot of things in the chat, but this is the one that we're gonna bring up because I know what he's referring to, ladies and gentlemen. Louie, what's your thoughts on Matt Nieto and Noel Chari tonight? Brandon, and I want you to go back into yesterday's episode and say where I said they're playing great. I just said they're character guys. There's a difference from playing great and character guys. So, no, Matt Nieto, Noel Chari did not play, especially the Matt Nieto really bad defensive play that kind of cost us a goal there. Listen, that was a
Oh, no,
Chari.
that was a
Excuse me.
Chari.
Sorry.
That was a Chari.
Yeah,
With
yeah. That was a
Kucherov?
Chari.
Yeah,
Listen.
that was a Chari.
I understand. Here's the problem, though. Everyone's sucking. Okay, so we can't just be Matt Nieto and Noel Chari. Even if we got rid of them, let me ask you: you think we're going to succeed with whoever we get to replace those two? I don't think so. I think it starts at a higher level of getting these people replaced. I think Carlson needs to go. He fumbled a huge play there. Josh tweeted that out. And also, Hagel,
goal.
first of all, don't like him. But anyway, I just don't like him. I would like to have him on our team, but don't like him. Jari played not great tonight. I don't think he played great tonight. Especially the third goal. Just flat out shot.
What, the Kucherov
Yeah,
one
just
time?
not a good look. I'm sorry. He had clear vision of that. It wasn't a deflection like...
Yeah. That's the only one where I'm like, should have saved it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he should have saved all of them. Like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, he's not the only fault.
Right. No, I'm not
those
saying it
other
was
goals.
fully his fault on all first two goals.
Yeah, but on that Kucherov one
And
timer,
I'll even say because
that's all.
I think
Jari.
was it Kucherov's first goal? Who beat Carlson?
No,
Hagel.
that was
So Hagel. Whoever it was, the second goal, whatever it was, he dragged it in from the hip, and it went over Jari's shoulder there.
Yeah.
Not a good look. I'm sorry. I know, hey, you're a goalie. Sometimes odd angles come in and whatever, but not a good look from Jari. Listen, we said we are going to critique both of them. We critiqued Nedeljkovic yesterday. He did not play well yesterday. Jari did not play well either today.
He played better than
Sure.
Nedeljkovic.
Hey, but guess what, Josh? Who's the starting goaltender? Okay.
I understand.
Standards
All I'm
matter.
saying is just that, and that was the point of my tweet about
right.
the Hagel goal. If you're gonna be calling out Jari like this on every goal that goes by him, then call out Nedeljkovic on every goal that goes by him. It doesn't make any sense how we're just. I get what you're saying about how Jari is the goalie, the head goalie, and he should get more of the blame. I get it, but to Brandon's point that he put in there, he made a lot of great saves in the third when it was still 2-2. It was a much closer game than it should have been, because Tampa was running away with it about halfway through the second period. It was just all Tampa.
I understand that. I am just saying I think we have become as a fan base relaxed and our expectations have lowered with Jari. And I feel like someone needs to bring that up.
Sure.
And listen, I am going to critique everything. Josh, I say this with Malkin. Hey, you should be a top 100 player in the NHL history of all time. Of all time. Play like that. Okay? And that's just where I'm not going to hold the same standards I have of Evgeny Malkin to Noel Acciari. Same thing, I will not hold the same standards that for the starting goaltender to Alex Nedeljkovic. Okay? But you're right. I am being a little too critical on Jari. But that is only because he is the starting goaltender and is claiming to be playing well. Okay? I have yet to hear him say that this is my fault, we're not playing well, I'm letting in soft goals. The only person who has said that is Alex Nedeljkovic. The only person taking ownership for bad play is Alex Nedeljkovic, not Tristan Jari, who should be taking ownership. You know, at least Carlson said, yeah, we all been sucking, especially me. At least he said that. At least he owned some of it. Jari has not owned anything. He said, yeah, we got to find a way to play better. Okay, well, that includes you, buddy. And I have expectations that go a little higher for Jari. He's our starting goaltender. He claims to be the number one guy, 100%. Or Noel Acciari taking blame for the loss. Per Taylor Haas, per Noel Acciari, per Did the Pens Win. Taylor Haas reported that Noel Acciari took full blame for the loss entirely. He also has stitches where whenever he crashed into the net early on, split his forehead open.
Yep, that was actually from Gensel's stick.
So, great.
Which should have been a penalty.
Speaking of penalty, Josh, let's talk about it because I think everyone was confused today. Jesse Puljujärvi goes up to excuse me. Jesse Puljujärvi goes up to Jake Gensel, just gives him a good little, not today, partner, as he's shooting the puck. Penalty goes up, the refs come together. They go,
wait, before that, can we talk about the flop by Gensel?
Oh.
So as
Puljujärvi
hits him, Gensel acts like he just got sniped.
And just throws his body. Correct. I 100% agree with that. He does flop his body. The ref immediately calls it, says something like, Major, we're going to talk about it. They all come together, and they're breaking the play down. How can it be a major, number one, if he didn't hit the head? He just hit his chest.
Well, they thought he hit the
I
head.
understand
That's
that.
why they called
Then
it a major.
They gave him a penalty for interference. How can it be interference if the guy has the puck?
Because they called it a major. They can't take it away. They can only knock it down to a minor.
Right. So
they had to give him something, and
that's
they just made
what I'm
something
saying.
up.
Bad refereeing, once again, has hit the Penguins hard. Now, he also got another interference penalty, too, on Jesse Puljujärvi, because then he got in a little scuffle with, I think, Kucherov?
Yeah.
Someone. A big name over there.
I forget who it was, but I know what part you're talking about.
Or was it Hedman?
Yeah.
Victor Hedman?
Hedman?
So,
I think it was Hedman.
Yeah, they got into a little altercation after, so they gave him an additional penalty. That's the stuff that is ridiculous, okay? And I'm sorry. You can't just say, well, I think he hit his head. Let's review it. Just kidding. There's interference. I think you have to say, hold on. There's a penalty on number 19. That's not his number. But let's review it. It was 18.
18.
Let's review it.
But here's my thing. Can you go from nothing to something? You know what I mean?
They do it with a delay of game. They get together.
They do.
Yeah,
When they
I'm not saying.
Yeah, but they don't go to camera though. They don't go to footage.
And then they
get
go,
together.
"Hey, was it? I didn't see a tip." No, it wasn't tipped. Let's go. Okay, yep. Delay of game,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Penguins. So I think.
So you may be right. If they were
Yeah.
to at least huddle and be like, "Hey, it looked like he hit his
Yeah,
head.
say,
Did he
I
hit his
didn't see
head?"
contact.
Like, and if one of them says, "No,
Yeah.
I didn't see contact to the head."
Interference call.
Yeah.
Number 18, 2-minute. And I think that's what would have solved it, but instead they overreact and now they have to bring it down. And when you look at it, he just shoved him. He just shoved him as, I mean, it was a good hit. It was a clean hit, but hit him in the chest.
Yeah.
Gensel
clean.
shooting the puck. And that's where I think it's a little bit kind of, okay, you got to figure out refereeing a little bit because they get together all the time. We've seen it with if there's a trip or whatever. Or another great example is when a player lifts the guy's stick and hits his own stick in his own face, and they call a penalty on, say, a D-man or whoever. They review it, and they could say,
Yeah. Let's just say like on the Carolina Hurricanes.
yeah,
or
the
something.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Florida Panthers. Excuse me. Let's just say, for example, someone like maybe a Cody Glass. For
Just
example,
thrown out there.
just
This did not
hypothetical.
happen.
Here it was to
And
lift
then
the stick, and
hits
his
him.
own stick
Correct.
hit himself in the head, but yet the penalty still gets applied to the Florida Panthers, hypothetical team, just throwing higher. Then they could review that, but if they don't review it, it's still a penalty.
That is when they could
Hypothetically
go together
speaking.
and negate a penalty. Just because they're like, oh, well, he's a dum-dum. His own stick went into his face. That's no penalty.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we talked. Was it Kucherov? I could have swore it was Hedman, but Kucherov. Yeah.
Whoever it was, he's got a good point. If they're allowed to keep calling penalties
sure.
because they're reviewing, then you got to call
I
embellishment
agree
on
with
Gensel there. Because if there's no contact to the head, there's no reason for him to react that way. That was exactly what happened with McDavid Thursday. I'm losing track of days. Thursday with McDavid and that rust penalty with interference. Just call it. And what's his name? The old 2-9er, Phil Bork. He pointed it out again with McDavid with that game. He pointed it out saying, don't look at the number. Who cares if it's McDavid? If it's embellishment, call embellishment. And that's what it was. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same thing tonight where they saw that it was Gensel and was like, was it embellishment? Was it not?
Yeah, and I think that's the problem with referee. Like, they're so reactive. You have to be. There's an element of you have to be, right? But you also have to make the right call. I remember this was years ago. Josh, this is the COVID year where no one was in the stands. Like, Crosby got called for something. I think it was like, I don't know. It was a stupid penalty. Slashing.
I don't know. He got a penalty.
He got called, and he was in the box. And for like 5 minutes, the refs got together. He just said, nope, no penalty. Come on out. And it was like to start a game. And that is an example of it's the name. If it was anyone else, no one would have reviewed it. So I think that's the kind of situation we see. But anyway.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's because like we don't get to see the camera footage enough, but like I remember like 5-6 years ago, a whole bunch of like talk between the refs and the coaches, like, hey, that was on me, coach. Next one, like, I'll get you again. Like, like they like openly talked about makeup calls. I feel like they don't do that anymore, right? Like, am I being delusional
I think
with that, or like,
still,
are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It still happens. Especially if you go to the games, whatever, you'll see that TV timeouts. Refs will come over. Sullivan, whenever he's mad.
So it is something that you don't really
when
see
Sullivan
on
calls
broadcast.
over guys, that's exactly what they're yelling. Hey, what was that? You missed 4 over there. What's going on? Okay, hey, relax. I didn't see him. Obviously, I'll make one up for you. So
Yeah, I'll get.
and
I'll
I
get
think
you back.
it's quick conversations. I think the refs know. But yeah, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. I just want more transparency. It's something that I've mentioned about just media availability with players, but I think there should also be more accountability and transparency with referees. I just don't understand how you can have these quote unquote makeup calls and embellishment that just go away, and it's just super frustrating because you see it in other sports where there are makeup calls and they openly admit it. So, NBA, they have the final 2-minute review where the refs have to answer to every call that they made in the final 2 minutes of a game. So, why, and then I think I saw, I forget what league it was, but the juniors. I think it was the juniors.
Cameras.
The refs had cameras and GoPros, and you can hear them. And they're talking, and you can hear everything that they're saying. So it's like, man, I kind of wish that was the case, and sure enough, this is exactly what I was afraid of. I was watching the Buffalo Bills game, and they missed a call against Buffalo. Josh Allen went to a ref and was like, hey, I think you missed holding in the end zone. And then you can see the camera angle, even the commentators yeah, they missed that. And then they went to commercial and came back, and they caught the ref going to Josh Allen saying, pretty much saying, he put his hand on his chest, it's on me. And it's just are you kidding me? The NHL refs hardly ever do that.
I don't know. I think it does.
And I think
happen.
it's because it's the new guys that won't though. It's the old guys. The old guys will. That's where I was going. The old guys will, but the old guys are on their way out. We're losing them every year. So the old
guys have, obviously, you have to have relationships with the players, So there's referees that'll go up to Sid, and they'll be like, we used to see this all the time within the room and all this stuff when everyone was mic'd up and constant content coming out from the Penguins.
Yeah.
But you would see a ref come up to Sid and be like, oh, how's it going? Oh, what are you doing? What'd you do this offseason? All that stuff. There was relationships that were built, and you'll see them come up, and you'll see, oh, hey, Sid, sorry, didn't see the high stick, or they'll joke around with them. Something hey, you got to let me know, or whatever. And there's a relationship there. Young referees don't have the relationships to these players. So it is kind of, I think it's kind of a lost art kind of situation. But yeah, I think the refs can be better. I would like to see more cameras on the refs, especially they do that for the Winter Classics, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So Josh.
Yeah. Shout out Ben.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
Ben
saw
in
that.
the chat. Sorry about
refs
the
are
Packers.
the worst.
Sorry about the
I'm
Packers.
assuming he is a Packers fan. What's going on? Oh,
He is. Yeah.
Skull.
Packers fan.
let's go Vikings. You know what I'm saying?
Big game for you guys tonight. You guys need Commanders.
Oh
You guys
yeah, if
need
the Commanders win, we don't play the Lions. We play the Eagles.
Yeah. Oh God.
So,
yeah.
That's fun. I'd rather take the Eagles and then play the Lions in the NFC Championship and then have that whole narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have
true.
the narrative of
True.
can the Vikings overcome their obstacles. That's if we could beat the LA Rams in Arizona. That's going to be.
Yep.
True. It's one of those things where it's okay. Please be patient with what I'm about to say. The wildfires give the Rams a story. Do you know what I'm saying? And
yep. Yeah.
I hate that. Okay, first of all, wildfire not good. People are dying, not great. But the fact that Vikings can never get a break because they're facing the Lions, and the Lions have this story of grit and Dan Campbell, and the city is revitalized because of them. And then all of a sudden, the Vikings lose, and they're like, see, they get the reward. And I'm like, okay, we're playing the Rams, and the Vikings can have a run. And now they're like the Wildfires. They got moved to Arizona. So now the Rams have something to fight for. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in the media eyes. And now I'm like, it's the Vikings gonna get nothing again. So then say if we beat the Rams, guess where we're going? If the Commanders win, the Eagles. Saquon Barkley is chasing after something he's never got. And that's that media story. So then we're like, gosh darn it. Why can't we be the media? Because no matter what we do, we're always going to.
It's because you're from Minnesota. You're not one of the big markets.
It sucks because no matter who we play,
Yep.
the story is against the Minnesota Vikings. It's just always against it. And
I think Maximus
Hurricane
has
Katrina
a point.
with the Saints.
Hurricane
Yeah,
Katrina Saints.
Dude, it's just not great for the Vikings. We always play a story, and that's kind of the worst thing about it. I just wish we played teams that had nothing going on. Like, I would love to play a team like the Commanders because they have nothing going on. Nothing. There's no media besides Jaden Daniels, which is whatever. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Or Green Bay. You know, trying to prove themselves. Cool. But now we're facing Wildfires. And then it's the Dan Gamble grit. And then it's Barkley having a record season. And then it's like, all right, when do we get our fair shake? Because guess what? This is our only year to do it. Next year, half of our coaching staff is gone. And then who knows what we're doing at quarterback. This is a Penguins podcast, right? I don't need to break down my Viking woes. And yes, for Maximus in the chat, I am a Minnesota Vikings fan, a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, a Brooklyn Nets fan, a Boston Red Sox fan, and a Nashville SC fan. I don't care. Here's the one thing I hate when someone goes, but you're from Pennsylvania. You should like all the Pennsylvania teams. How about no? How about like the team you like because you like it? All right. That's what's great about this country. I could choose.
Just don't hop.
Just don't hop.
And once you're there, you're there.
You know how you know I'm a real fan?
Yep.
Because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, dude. That's like, listen, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Yeah.
You think I'm hopping around because I liked KD on the Nets? No, it's because I like Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson in New Jersey Nets. Okay? People need to understand that. Anyway. But I like Pittsburgh Penguins because Josh, Kerry Kittles, Skittles did. Love him. Vince Carter couldn't do it. Couldn't beat the Spurs. Just couldn't beat Tim Duncan in the Spurs 2 years in a row.
And that no, it was Kobe and the Lakers the second time.
Well, can't win that either. But anyway. Ben, Premier League. Very un-American of you, Ben.
He is on. He's
Ben
English.
Hailstone. He's English. Dude, the name starts making sense, actually.
Yep.
He's English. He's not from America.
Well, he's born in America. His father's.
But his family is England
English.
My Premier League.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't follow Premier League. You know why? Because I'm American. I'm proud to be an American.
That's fair.
And I choose an American team. But no. I think it's weird when someone goes, "Oh, I like all Pittsburgh all the time." I'm like, yeah, but if you had to choose, would you go anywhere else? Like, I wouldn't know where to go. I'm like, okay, what? Like, just pick a team that you like. You know, don't hop around like Josh is saying. Don't be a bandwagon fan. Pick a team and stick to it. My dad jokes around. He goes, "Oh, I watch the Penguins, and then sometimes I'll watch this." I'm like, you don't get to choose. Like you pick a team, and that's your team. That is who you're loyal to. You can root for other teams, but you can't go, "Oh, I follow this team because of whatever." No. You follow one team, and that's your team.
Yeah.
Okay?
And hypothetically speaking, you can't follow the Florida Panthers and the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Like, you just
ran into
those two.
No, it's not hypothetically. This stooge on Twitter was getting beef. Hey, Ben, I was just about to say, if there was one team, it would be Liverpool because of the Red Sox owners. That is one.
Well, they also own the Penguins. Ben doesn't know that.
Oh,
well, no, Ben doesn't know that.
The Red Sox owners also own the Pittsburgh Penguins. So great connection to my Red Sox.
Yeah.
to my Penguins, it would be Liverpool, but I hear Liverpool stinks. So why would I root for Also, here's a hot take, Josh. I hate regulation.
Really?
Here's what I don't like.
Here's my thing. What if you can easily introduce it to hockey? Because you can just bump them to the AHL. And the Calder Cup winner gets bumped up.
I think regulation is so dumb. I think that causes way too much confusion. And I know people are like, what's confusing about it? Bad team goes down, winner goes up. Like, I get it. But no.
Yeah.
No regulation. That's for across the pond.
It's relegation.
That's for the pond, over the pond. Here in America, hey, congratulations. Money talks. You bought a franchise, it's in the league. Okay? No threat of your franchise getting sent down to a lower league. Liverpool is one of the best teams in the world. LOL. I heard they stink though.
Yeah, and Ben also said they're at the top of the
what's the Champions League? I don't know. Is that Premier League or is that a different league?
Yeah, no, great point. I think it's the same.
Dumb. I already hate it. I'm already confused.
Isn't it the
same?
same?
Here's another thing I hate.
Or is Champions League a different thing where they play against other leagues? I don't know.
That's why I hate Premier League. What I also hate, Josh, is what I also hate. This is soccer in general. I think the MLS needs to get rid of it in order to attract more American fans. Are you ready? Stop playing in-season leagues. Tournaments. Thank you.
Tournaments.
In-season tournaments. Get rid of it.
You ready? I feel that that's a part of the NBA's downfall.
Yeah.
They introduced one a couple years ago.
So dumb. You know why?
So
because
bad.
They want teams who can't win later in the season to start winning something. Champions League is all of Europe. What is Premier League? Yeah.
Just England.
Dumb, dude. All of this is dumb. Have one league, have good teams compete against each other. If you want to have regulation, fine. But relegation. What am I saying? Regulation? Oh, why didn't you correct me 5 times ago?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
But you didn't hear me.
What is it? Relegation?
Relegation.
Well, whatever the word is, keep it over there. Okay? Keep it over. Don't like it. People were talking about relegation in the MLS. Stop making MLS a whatever league. An English league. A world league. This is why. MLB will always be king. And NBA will always be king in basketball. NFL will always be king. NHL will always be king, no matter the talent in the KHL. You know why? Because it's the league, and they do their own stuff, and they market it well. MLS is copying Premier League, and the Europeans look at MLS and go, that is a retirement home for players to go and retire and be done. How about the MLS sticks to their own league, doesn't play in-season tournaments with anyone. Stop playing with other leagues. Just stop it. Compete with each other. Have a good playoff. Okay? And that's it. No more trophies. No more, whatever. Because I'm watching and I'm like, oh, MLS is playing. I'm sorry. Nashville SC is playing Portland Timbers. Cool. And then next week, they're playing, I don't know, Chelsea's number 4 squad in this tournament in Germany. And I'm like, what are we doing? Stop it. Just stay in America, compete, and instead of having... Oh, Maximus, I agree with you, dude. Dude.
That's why he chose Nashville, because of SC, soccer club.
Thank you, Josh. Yes, that is 100% reason why I chose Nashville SC. Soccer. Soccer club. We are American. Soccer club. The fact that LA, the most capital, I don't know, like the most money hungry people in the world. Okay, it's America. Like capitalistic, all that stuff, and they go LAFC football. LASC.
I think New York too.
Oh, yeah, NYFC, New York.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get the stink out of here. What we need to start doing is what MLS originally wanted to do. Come up with names like Portland Timbers. Sick name. Like come up with actual Seattle Sounders. Love it. Love these weird, funky names.
Yeah.
Columbus Crew. They're no longer that. It's like Columbus. Oh, no, I think they're back.
Yeah.
Columbus Crew SC. But it's soccer, dude. It's called MLS.
Yeah.
Major League
ones.
Soccer. I think if I'm I know this is a rant that no one really cares for, but if I am like the new commissioner of MLS, first rule is all teams need to get the word football out of their name. So I don't care who they are, football's out. Because we are Major League Soccer, how confusing is it is that we have half the teams that are called football club in Major League Soccer? Makes no sense. I don't care if it's regional. I don't care if it's, whatever. You're trying to appeal to a different demographic. Get rid of it, dude. Get rid of it. Absolutely get rid of it. Yes, I do appreciate Portland Timbers. They're cool. They're cool. I didn't pick them. But they were in the running after I left DC United, who was also an original team, because DC United did some stupid political stunt, which I don't like. So I chose Nashville to root with Josh. But MLS is all messed up. They need to get back to the roots. Is something in your water, Josh?
Yeah, just realized that this must have been one of the boys' waters. Got some
gross,
floaties.
Dude. All right. First rule, Real Salt Lake, which is also, what's Real? What does that mean? What is that all about? It's Salt Lake, Utah, dude. Get out of here. No one in Utah is like, Real? Get out of there. Real Salt Lake can't call themselves that. Irritates the crap out of me. Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how dumb is that, dude? And I hate these European names. Like DC United. DC
Inter
United.
Miami.
Stupid. What do you mean DC United? United of what? You're not even in a state right now.
United States of America. What do you mean United?
No, they're
is bad?
in DC. They're in Washington,
It's
DC.
in our name.
The District of Columbia
Yeah.
is not
District
a state.
Columbia.
It's just a little
Okay.
area. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
No, get rid of United.
Well, they're representing the
I
United
guess. Then why do
States
they
of
have
America,
a very
so
sus
United.
eagle as their logo that's red and black? That's not a good thing. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Real side note, everyone. Side
Germany?
note. The last eagle that was red and
Very-
black in a crest was like the Nazi Party, which is really weird. Really weird. Anyway, why couldn't you be?
Especially coming from
I know,
Washington,
right?
D.C.
Is there a hidden message
in
there?
America.
Anyway, just kidding. Salt Lake
This is a great
Mormon
rant.
FC is a good name change. Can't be FC. Can't be FC. It can't be FC. It got to be Salt Lake Mormon Soccer Club. Anyway,
Why? Well, just go full length Salt Lake Mormon
Yeah, there
Soakers
you go.
SC.
how about just Salt Lake Soakers? Let's do it. I love it. And the fact that people are trying to get the Utah hockey team name to be the Soakers, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what you mean.
Rome.
Oh, before that, Rome. Yes, correct. The Roman Empire had an eagle as their symbol, Josh, in red and black. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
I mean, the swastika actually came from an indigenous tribe, which was meant for peace. Anyway,
Here we go.
it's not a good symbol. I'm not advocating.
I didn't know the last when you previously brought it up, I didn't know if you were going to go there. But
It's such an interesting fact for me. It's just such an interesting fact.
It really is.
Yeah. So sad. I don't know what's so sad about all this.
The fact that you know all of it.
No Christmas tree.
Paw and
No
Pixel
Christmas
said no
tree.
Christmas tree.
My wife did a great job of de-decorating. I'm making up a word. Don't care it. She took down all the decorations. She did a great job of that. She did a great job decorating. Now it's all off, so I can't throw the tree anymore. Can't throw it out. But anyway, hey, Josh, the reason why we're talking all about this is because there's nothing good to talk about on the ice. Okay? And I think everyone could understand why we're talking about this stuff. Because who wants to talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins right now? They suck. No one's good. No one wants to be here. You know, it's just absolutely stupid that the Penguins are losing the way they are. And I'm not a fan. So you know what? Let's talk about the MLS. Let's talk about Utah Hockey Club. And Josh, if you had to pick a Utah Hockey Club name, what would it be?
I don't know. I know it's super cheesy, and I know everyone. I think this is kind of the leader.
Yeah,
is
just
the Yetis.
yeah, yep.
Yeti. Or is it?
I'm going to
with
look
an
that up
S
right
or no?
now, but I'm pretty sure it's just Yeti. Like plural. I think the plural of
think
Yeti is Yeti. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So I think that would be what I would root for, even though I'm also I'm kind of okay with Hockey Club. I know
Get
you're not. I know you're
out
not.
of here, dude.
I'm just saying.
What are we doing?
I would be. I would be okay.
Stop
with
it.
Just like I was fine with the Washington football
Get
team.
out of here.
For
This is the worst thing I've ever heard. That's such a stupid take. I'm fine with place in literal description of what they are. No, get that out. Because then everyone's going to do that. The new teams are going to be, I don't know, Quebec Hockey Club or Club de Quebec or whatever it would. No, get it out of here. Remember Montreal, speaking of,
I'm okay with
remember
it.
Montreal Impact's rebrand a couple years ago, but fans hated it so much they rebranded immediately. Do you know what they were called, Josh? Montreal Club de Foot. Okay? Because they tried to do all that. And people hated it so much that they rebranded. That's exactly how I feel about teams go, we're just going to be Washington football team. First of all, not even club, just team. We're a football team. We're a football team from Washington. Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah, but see, Hockey Club at least has some fun to it rather than hockey team.
Yeah.
we're just a hockey team. A little pizzazz. The club adds a little pizzazz. But don't first of all, this may be a little wild take here. So if you Utah fans, if you're watching, how hard is it to come up with a logo and team name? I'm sure every owner the owner, Riley Smith.
No, that's a hockey player. I
thought it was Riley Smith.
Ryan.
I knew it was
Smith?
an R.
Ryan
I knew it was a
Smith.
Smith. Anyway, Ryan Smith.
Yeah.
How hard is it where he could sit down and go, I like Yeti. I like Utah Yeti. Hey, who's the best designer I know? Because I'm a millionaire. Can I get a billionaire? Sure. Can I get a hockey logo of a Yeti for a hockey team? I need it in 48 hours. He could find someone to do that. He could brand it. He could get merch. He could get jerseys. All this could have been done in 5 days. But he chose not to. He chose to spend a whole season as the stupid Utah Hockey Club. And it's come down to 5 to 6 names? 6 names. The Utah Blizzard. The Utah Hockey Club.
Sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Utah Mammoth. Utah Outlaws. Utah Venom. And Utah Yeti. Josh, out of those, which is your favorite?
Utah. And the thing
Utah?
is, if you go with Blizzard, Sorry, Yeti. Sorry, Utah Yeti. Sorry.
Utah.
Because if you go with Blizzard, I feel like my immediate mind was Dairy
No,
Queen.
I'm gonna ruin
so,
it
like,
for you.
If your arena,
What about the Yeti mugs, Josh? I just ruined it for you. But here's the good news about all of this, Josh.
you did. See, like I'm not
Neither
a
am I.
Yeti guy, so like it didn't click for me. Didn't click for me.
Now the NHL is all about ads on your helmet and your jersey. Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you could
Dairy
do
Queen, Josh, or
Dairy
Yeti.
Queen or Yeti. You could do the same thing.
100%. And I don't know why people aren't doing that. Right? Imagine being sponsored by Yeti mugs and having the word Yeti on your helmets. It's a win-win because now it's your team name,
Yeah.
it's your brand, and it's the ad. Anyway, here's my 3. What's your 3 top? Your top 3.
Yeti, Hockey Club, and Blizzard.
Really?
I think you stick with the snow
I do
thing.
too.
I think you stick.
But why not
you stick
Mammoth?
with it. Yeah. Nah, like that's like a thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Like that's like an ice
Ice
age type
age.
thing, not so much snow.
Ice,
yeah.
hockey.
Yeti. Okay, that's fair, but I'm thinking just Utah snow, ski, snowboard,
Blizzard.
the Utah Shredders.
All right. If this was the roller hockey league back in 1997, would have been sick. So my top 3 are Blizzard, Mammoth, and Yeti. Those are my top 3. I like Blizzard. I think it works. I think it really works for them. Utah Blizzard. It kind of introduces singular names coming into the league like Wild, Kraken. You know what I'm saying? So introduce a little more of those.
Who else is out there? Wild,
Lightning.
Kraken, Lightning. I know there was only like
There's a few. So
few.
Blizzard coming in would kind of help, kind of offset things. But we need a mascot. You know.
Just a question and just a statement to all media that is covering NHL. Can we stop treating Utah like it's an expansion team and these are all new players? This is literally the roster from Arizona last year. Like, can we stop pretending that it's not?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
hate
exciting for them to have their own franchise now. Utah.
No, it's the national media. It's not Utah media. Utah media, I get. Bring on all the like firsts and blah blah blah. But it's like, it's not though. Like you're carrying Arizona's history.
Yeah.
So like it's not like, you know what I mean? Like this is like the Tennessee Titans all over again. Like this is not like embrace your new town, new town, but don't forget the past. Because guess what? Because when Arizona gets another team, if they get another team, they're gonna be pissed that you have the history.
Someone like
So
Houston Texans.
embrace it.
Who are confused
Houston.
why they can't represent the Houston Oilers. Because it's not the same franchise, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not the same franchise. You can't just come into a town and go, I'll take that identity. And you're like, well, you can't because that's similar to the Winnipeg Jets and the Atlanta Thrashers. If Atlanta gets another team, technically they don't have...
They're going to have to take it up.
That thing. Now, Winnipeg, I'm sure, would be like, oh, dude, you can. No one wants us to do throwbacks of Atlanta, so you're good. Like you can have that identity. We're good. You know, Winnipeg is all in on the Canada thing. I'm sure they do not care about Atlanta. Trying to think of other ideas. Who's the team that Quebec and Colorado? The Nordiques moved from Quebec to Colorado,
Nordiques.
and
Avalanche
did a throwback of the Quebec Nordiques, and some people not happy about it because people in Quebec say we want a team, and when that happens, definitely Colorado Avalanche should not be able to do that kind of stuff. So it's all taboo, I guess, but. Josh, is there anything else you want to talk about? You don't want to rant about? Like me with the MLS? Yeti? What do you got? What do you got?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything.
Interesting.
I brought up my gripes about the referee.
Phantoms will get me a bit mixed up with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. What? I'm confused. They were always, it's the same franchise, though. Did the Pens win? They were originally
Philly.
Philadelphia.
They
Then they went to Adirondack,
Philadelphia.
New York.
Oh, maybe that's
And
what he's
then
referring to? Maybe he knows
they
him
went
as
to Lehigh
Adirondack.
Valley. Same franchise, just different locations.
Yeah.
No,
They're where they
Yeah.
should be. They should.
Oh,
no, they should be.
Utah
They
Phantoms.
should be in.
That's not the last six. No,
that
the
didn't
last
make the
six are
cut.
the ones I
that didn't make the cut.
mentioned, which is Mammoth, Outlaws, Venom, Yeti, Blizzard, Hockey Club. I kind of like Outlaws, but I feel like that's such a overused name because I feel like everyone on NHL 25 creates a hockey team called the Outlaws.
I feel like that's not like specific enough to the area. Like, what does it like? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it's just a name.
You know what I
like
mean?
Vegas Golden Knights. That has nothing to do with Vegas. Actually, no,
Well,
never mind.
gold.
Because it was a double entendre. Like Golden Knights. Like the night time. Oh, I just thought of that. You start thinking about that
it
name.
depends when. Outlaws is a good name for the South, like Texas. Yes,
It's
agree.
a great name.
Oh,
now that I
unless
think
if
about
there's
it.
some crazy story about Salt Lake being like the hub for like the Outlaws in the Wild West. Like if that was like, I don't know enough about Salt Lake.
Here's
the
a question.
know.
And I'm serious, and I don't want to annoy anyone in the comments. How big? No, how do I phrase this?
Is
No.
Salt Lake?
Does
Salt Lake's huge.
Ryan Smith have the balls to introduce like an Indian name or like something like
Native
Yeah.
American name. No,
that would be
never.
amazing.
would never touch it.
To him to come, not because I think it's offensive. I'm just saying because I love a team name like Warriors, and it's like a Native American. Or I loved Redskins,
Blackhawks?
the name and the logo.
That's it. We're canceled.
Don't care.
That's it.
Don't care. I
Done.
stand by my beliefs. All right. You can't take me down. Okay. But anyway, I would love that because it's such a. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they were like.
Cherokee? What would you go? Who was
I
out
don't
there?
know.
I don't know who was
They
out there.
they always moved. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because the Dakotas were
Right.
in the north.
But they
That's
always.
why we have North
but they
and South
always
Dakota.
moved. They never stayed put. That's common knowledge for Native Americans.
No, I thought they did, and that's why
At the
they
time
were
when they.
like. That's why they
No,
were
yeah,
battles.
because they were trying to claim the land, and then they would move on if they lost or if they whatever. Seminoles, that's too much of the college.
It's
But-
Florida. They were in
yeah,
that
but see, that's
region.
what I'm saying. Like when they discovered those lands, that's who was there at the time, like the Dakotas, right? But before the Dakotas, there was another tribe that was there. Yeah, and it's just they always move.
Utah Apache. Then you could just do helicopters.
gosh,
You don't even have to do.
Imagine a logo.
You don't even have to do
and
Native
the goal song
Americans.
is just like Apache 50 cal rounds, like do 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 do. You know? How cool would that be? And it's just like
Every veteran would be ducking PTSD.
that's more cancelable than my comment. Seminoles actually in Italy. Oh, what? My brain.
No,
In
Tally.
Tally,
Tallahassee.
FSU gets the okay from the tribe, and the chief and they created Chief Decorations. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
That.
But that's cool. I didn't know that. They also did that with the Redskins logo. They asked the chief. Yeah.
Yeah, years ago.
Now the
they
problem
got
is
okay.
with the chief, he passed, and the family were like, "Can you just give us
Bingo.
some royalty towards that?" And the Washington football team said no, and that is the reason. And that was the reason why they got rid of the Redskins. The family was completely okay with the term Redskins, the logo being used. They just wanted royalties, which is fine. If it's their father's face, I think they could get
Their
father's face, out on the football team. They should get some royalties. Like if somebody put my face on a football team and was making billions of dollars from it, yeah, you would want a little bit of the action. That's human nature. So I would just say, give some to the family and bring back the Redskins. Or what they should have done was called the Red Tails. Keep the uniforms, because that was the Native American World War II plane crew, which has military background. I don't know.
Platoon?
Because there wasn't a lot of them. And it doesn't matter. They were a group of Native American pilots in World War II, and they were called the Red Tails. Oh, you found your team name. It's Washington, D.C. Army, check. And then you have your Native American background. Check. And now you can have a sick plane on your helmet. They ruined it.
Well, and they had this like whole thing, hail to the Redskins, so it was very much HTTR. You could have kept the HTTR instead of going to HTTC.
Yeah, and first of all, the Commanders,
which sounds very
such a dumb name.
Again, 1940 Germany, hail to the Commanders.
First of all, never hail. We shouldn't hail
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. When I found out that was like the graphic design, people always throw out concepts for logos, and somebody gave this great logo of like a World War II plane, and they actually had the design of like the those Spitfires of the helmet, teeth, they look like sharks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They had that design on the helmet.
Yep.
Which indoor football league, the Bombers, San Diego Bombers, they have that.
Yeah.
Sick
San
logo.
Diego?
Sick branding, sick helmet.
Yeah.
That's what the Washington Commanders could have looked like. And they dropped the ball. They fumbled the ball, literally. And it's just downright so dumb. But I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, they could keep their striping, their colors, everything. And they messed it up. It messed it up. Anyway. Yeah. How did we get on that?
We were talking about the Utah
and I hate the
new team. And you wanted him to do a Native American thing.
Nice.
Apache.
Yep. How cool would that be? I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I did see a funny, when that whole thing with the Redskins thing was going on, somebody made a shirt of they redid the Redskin logo to be a white dude, and they called it the Caucasians, and I was like, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Can't root for them, but funny team name. Imagine the Washington Caucasians.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Luckily, I'm a Giants fan, so I hope they keep their horrible Commanders. Vikings have Daniel Jones now. How do you feel about that? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of wild. Anyway, Josh, anything else? What else could get us canceled? How do you feel about women's rights?
Nope.
Do you think they can vote?
All right, and with that. I was watching tennis today.
Which tennis? The better tennis?
Yeah.
the men's or the
Round
women's?
one.
Sorry, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke,
both.
everyone.
Both. But what I will say, were you rooting for
Yeah.
Zverev
Did he lose?
to win this? No. I think this was the first time I watched him actually play in a very long time. Like, I watched his
good.
entire match. He's a
I know.
freaking good tennis player. He
Sasha
is really
Zverev-
good. I didn't realize he was that good. I didn't
Yeah,
realize he was
Sasha
that good.
Zverev is a very good tennis player. He's due for a win, and I think, and I saw he's been practicing. He's been getting into shape, and he's a tall dude. And tall guys have a very hard time in tennis. Great for the serve, but running around is not good. His movement looks really good this year. So I would really like to see him
He's
win.
smooth. With
His
every
backhand
shot.
is very precise. His forehand,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His backhand was
and that's
really sharp
when
today. And
Go
the guy he played against was just some like random French guy.
Yeah.
But he battled him. But literally, you couldn't tell if he was rattled or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can tell, like, they'll be like, well, this is opening round. What do they do? Like, you know what I mean? They start getting frazzled. He was, okay, good shot. Good shot, but now here's 3 good shots to your 1.
I could see
the talent is not there, bro.
Zverev going far in this, and I really want him to win because he deserves it. My heart still breaks for him when he played Nadal in the French Open semifinals.
Oh, yeah, and he had to beat him.
He broke his leg. He broke his ankle. Remember? Yeah.
Zverev did?
It wasn't semis. I think it was quarters.
Oh, I don't remember this.
It was like Nadal and Zverev were kind of evenly matched. You couldn't see who was going to take the match. And
was this when Zverev was young?
4 years ago? 3 years ago? 5 years ago?
Okay, so then he's Louie. He's like in his late 20s.
So I guess
yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think the last time Nadal, because I'm pretty sure was this the year he won it, or is this the year he
his
lost
last
it?
time?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So 4 years, 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. I watched it live. Oh, dude. Yes, when he hopped the net. Yeah. It was and it was when Zverev, he was doing a simple, I think it was backhand just to get back to position. You saw him fumble and you just heard tennis, it's quiet. You just hear him scream. And Nadal knew immediately, you know? And they get him on a chair. They roll him in. 10 minutes go by. Zverev comes out on crutches, and they announce that the match is over. But holy cow, dude!
Left in a wheelchair. You can announce that it's over.
Well, because no one knew, because Nadal and Zverev walked in together. So you're kind of like, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
Eventually, they came out, and it was over. But my heart broke for him since then, and I'm just like, man, if he could just win it, you know, now that Nadal is gone and he was my favorite player, now it's whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, it's just Joker.
I kind of want him
He's
to
the only
lose
one left.
all the time now. He has won everything. He got his gold. He got his he's 24 Grand Slams, which is an unreal number. I don't want him to win anymore. I just want him to just say I'm done. This year be his last season. Great. Maybe let him win one more Wimbledon just because, and then let the young guns take over. And I think that's what needs to happen. But
no, let him win Australian, because Australian is what I associate him with. Just like Nadal with the French and Roger with Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that image to be removed. Like, that's how it's got to be. So, like, if Djokovic, obviously he's going to go down as one of the, all-time greats, top 5 all-time, give him one.
Novak Djokovic?
You give him Australian.
He's top 3 of all time. The top 3 of all time is, regardless if you like him or not, it's
the top 3 we
Nadal,
just witnessed.
Federer,
that's fair.
Djokovic. Those are the top 3 of all time. I personally think Nadal is better than both of them, but I think we can all agree that Novak Djokovic is
Roger,
third.
one.
So you can argue who's the better team.
Yeah,
We all agree Novak Djokovic is the third. It's whoever you think is a better player. Now, the epitome of tennis is Roger Federer. Like, it's just the way he carries himself, the way he looks when he plays, with the effortless way he played. He looks good.
The backhand that no one else can
The one-handed
perfect.
backhand. Well, Shapovalov has a major power one-handed backhand.
Yeah, but it's a good backhand, but
It's
it
not
doesn't
elegant.
look like Federer's where. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, literally, it looks like he's playing ping
It's
pong.
just
like, with his backhand.
it's so
like,
smooth.
It's just like,
it's so smooth.
whoosh.
But if I had to pick a competitor, Michael Chang, dude, nice pull, nice pull, dude. Nice pull.
Those quads.
Fun fact: my dad had a Michael Chang Prince tennis racket. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Anyway, but if I had to pick one person,
the deep
dude,
squat. The
dude.
deep squat Michael
They
Chang
did a documentary that no one really watched. It was like American Hero or America's Son, and it was Michael Chang. Did you see that? Yeah.
Oh, really?
I saw a documentary.
No.
I was on Netflix, and I was like, "Is that Michael Chang?" Like, I was like, I should watch that. But anyway, if I had to pick one player, I'm down 2 sets. Okay, I'm down 2 sets. I need to come back and win this thing, Josh. I'm going Rafael Nadal.
Mm-hmm.
His mental attitude, Josh. He has come back more than Novak Djokovic. He has come back more than Roger Federer. Oh, okay, it was a document. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great doc. Yeah,
You saw it.
but anyway, Josh, if I need a comeback, I'm going Rafa Nadal. He kills himself every point, and that's what I think is the greatest thing. His sportsmanship is unreal.
Well, that's why I would choose Roger, because he plays the long game mentally. It's like he's not going to outwork himself in the third set or battling every point. He's going to say, "Okay, you got me here.
I'll do this."
Like,
Now, granted, yes,
chess, not checkers.
Yes, Roger Federer is that mental. He's mentally strong. First of all 3 of these guys, nowhere am I mentally close to this. I get mad and I'm playing a backyard match of 3 sets, okay? And I'm breaking rackets. My mental game is not nowhere near. And there's no trophy at the end of that match. You know what I'm saying? I see that comment. People are buying Jordans. I bought the Changs.
That's a great line,
Dude.
Maximus. So good.
Dude, that I don't know if it shows your age, Maximus, but Michael Chang.
It
No one
It
brings up
hints
Michael Chang.
to his
Dude,
age era.
My dad's favorite player to this day, Pete Sampras.
Petey.
I'd be like, "Yeah, Dad. What about Nadal?" He goes, "I don't know. Can't serve like Pete Sampras." I was like, "All right." What about John Isner, Dad? He could beat Pete Sampras serve. I don't know. I don't know the consistency of Pete Sampras' serve. Which Josh is laughing because that is very accurate.
It's
he
100%.
loves the serve from
100%.
Pete Sampras. And they're like, that's why they call him Pistol Pete. It's like, I know why they call him Pistol Pete, Dad. But tennis has changed since Pete Sampras, in the Andre Agassi days. I saw him at the Pilot Pen. I saw him at the Pilot Pen, I believe. Instant fan.
Yeah, he mentioned earlier that in where he's at in Connecticut, they have something called the Pilot Pen.
And my cousins were in love with Agassi. Josh had a head tennis racket for the longest of time, and it was the Agassi edition. My favorite was always Nadal, I think, Josh.
No, early on you were I thought you were a Roddick guy.
Thank you, Josh. I was an Andy Roddick guy. Just the backwards hat.
The backwards hat.
I look like Andy Roddick on a tennis court. Very baggy shirt. Very baggy shirt.
Yeah, you're very early 2000s tennis player.
100%.
Yeah.
But now, Josh, I'm in my Nadal era now with the 5-inch shorts when I'm playing. No.
And the sleeveless?
No.
You going
Older
sleeveless?
Nadal. Okay. Nadal early on his career was sleeveless with the
T-shirt Nadal.
with the capris. You know what I'm saying? The shorts that pass. That was shirtless, sleeveless Nadal. Do you know what I'm saying? That was early Nadal.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
The Bahama
Bahama
shorts.
shorts,
That was whatever
they
that
call 'em.
was.
Yeah.
Now he has every year his shorts
Oh
would
my
get
God.
shorter.
Yeah.
Who was the short redhead?
Oh, man.
Courier. Yeah, he was.
Courier? Yeah. Yep. Jim Courier.
Yeah, I liked Andy Roddick just because I thought he was awesome. I thought he was so funny because he was. He still is. I love his podcast, Served with Andy Roddick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. I feel like he's more enjoyable post career
Yes,
than he was
but
during
you know
his
what?
career.
He brought a level.
He kind of seemed very
Really?
arrogant, didn't he? He seemed very. I felt like his demeanor, if you recall, in like the world, they called him like he's real American. You know, like
I'm good. You're not. Yeah.
not a.
Well,
yeah.
see, that was the time. So
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
funny. He would have thrived today
Yeah. Now,
because
yeah,
he's
100%.
confident. And
100%.
back then, confidence was seemed arrogant. Where now, I would kill for a confident athlete. Now they're all arrogant. Like, look at Joe Burrow. I love him because he's confident, but he is on the line of arrogance. You know, where he's like, yeah, I'm so good. Like, I'm good. I'm like, all right, relax. And that's why everyone loved Roger, because he was so humble, even though he was the best, you know? Couldn't stand Sampras for some reason. And Monica Sells. Don't know who that is, too, but I guessed her last name. Like, I sounded like I know her.
Yeah.
It sounds good. I feel like that's,
good. That's how I would have
Monica
said it.
Sells, not Sellies.
To know how
Sellers.
else would you say that? Yeah. Nah.
Here's a hot take. Speaking of arrogance, Coco Gauff. I want to love her. I want to. I love New Balance. You know, she's American.
She loves New
that's
Balance.
it. That's the only thing. She's American. I'm American.
I'm American. She's
We're all
American.
No, I like rooting for Americans. Sell us. All right.
Oh,
See,
sell
I was
us.
right. I was wrong, but right about the second option. I want to root for Coco Gauff. She's young. She's an American. She's got New Balance. But then she goes and acts all arrogant. And I'm just like, stop it. Like, just, you have such a long career ahead of you. Be humble now, because it's going to pay off in the outrun. Like, imagine if Naomi Osaka, Osaka. Thank you. Didn't get hurt or whatever. She would have the career Coco.
She
Did
got
she get
pregnant.
pregnant? I thought she got hurt. Same thing, am I right? No, I'm just
She may
kidding.
have. But
Josh,
but
we're gonna
no,
get
I think
canceled
she-
now.
she stepped away.
Yes,
she stepped
that's
away
what
from
it
mental
was.
health.
And then she got pregnant.
And she got engaged, and then she got
And so
pregnant,
then it
and then she got
prolonged.
married.
Yeah, now she's back, but
now she's back. Now there's all these moms on tour.
which
all these moms.
I
think
it's
it's so cool.
Honestly, I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of when women go, you know what's more important than winning championships? Being a mom. And I'm like, good for you. Good for you. What I don't like is when they go,
Yeah.
I'm a mom. I'm going to win championships all the time. It's like, okay, I mean, shoot for the stars, but calm down. Or also, I'm a mother.
Yeah.
I don't cheat. Relax, Serena. Your coach was giving you signals. Okay? Just take the L, get back on the service line, you know? That was where I lost all my respect for Serena Williams. I love Serena Williams, but when she goes, I'm a mother. I don't cheat. I teach my daughter what to do. It's like, now's not a time to give a speech. The ref was just saying, I see your coach telling you stuff. That's a warning. And she's like, what? A warning? It's like, all right. Relax. Who's the one who got stabbed during a game? Never heard this. What are you talking about? Who got stabbed? Don't know who got stabbed. Anyway, Yeah, so tennis, big tennis fans in our family. We watch as much as we can.
Yeah, I think it's already on again
Oh, like for tomorrow.
because of the time difference. Yeah, like it's already on right
Did
now.
my cat try to open the door? But that's a good way to say let's kind of wrap up here. Because we've been on for half an hour overdue. Australia. Oh, gosh.
Steffi Graf? I don't know if it was Steffi Graf.
Dude.
I think we would have known if Steffi Graf got stabbed.
Stabbed in the heart by Andre Agassi.
I think they're still married.
I meant that in a positive. By love.
Oh.
Stabbed in the
I was
heart.
gonna say because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're a doubles team in pickleball, like professional tennis, professional pickleball, the one that
Josh,
Jack
they
Sock
are
is a part of.
And Tiafo. Yeah,
Ayo.
having a good time.
Yeah. No, wait. Maximus has a point. Before we head out here, look up who got stabbed.
What? Hold on. This is interesting. This is interesting for me, everyone. The real question is, Josh, do we edit this stuff out for the audio?
No, let it ride.
Okay.
Yeah. Let them enjoy this.
This is the only thing Penguins fans can enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Monica Seles.
Especially now that
It was Monica Seles, dude. She got stabbed.
you couldn't stand her because she got stabbed, Maximus. Is that what happened?
She
complained about it too much.
Yeah. She got stabbed in the back and between the shoulder blades. Yes,
on the tennis court?
She was playing Steffi Graf. Oh, no. She wasn't playing. She was trying to, the guy was trying to take her out so Steffi Graf could become number one again or become good again. What is up with the 80s and, murdering athletes or trying to?
Or just athletes that murder. Shout out OJ.
Okay, but...
Oh, I mixed them two up.
No, now it's Steffi Graf I hate. Got it. Anyway, all right, Josh. I think this is great. Go watch Australian Open. Go give some tennis some love. Here's the problem, though. In Australia, it's tomorrow. So you're kind of... You have to stay up very late. And you have to wake up very early to go watch that. So... but give tennis some love. Yeah. It's a good sport. I think it's one of the hardest solo sports you can play. Hot take. It's more, I had this argument the other day. Tennis is harder than golf. And with that, we'll end the podcast. Josh, do you have anything?
No, I think.
All right, we're going to do an outro,
fast.
and then we're just going to end the stream. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. As always,
let's go, Pence.